MrBeast and IShowSpeed came to Australia expecting beaches. Instead, they stumbled into one of the oldest, wildest, and most misunderstood places on Earth. What they discovered in 24 hours shocked them, and it is something most tourists will never be told. Australia isn't just a travel destination, it is a timeline stretching back 65,000 years into the past. It's a continent carved by survival, shaped by fire, and home to cultures older than the pyramids. This is the real story of Australia. Long before empires rose and fell, the First Nations people of Australia were mapping the stars, navigating vast oceans, and telling stories through rock art that still survives today. Their Dream Time stories aren't just myths, they're historical records of great migrations, cataclysmic floods, and animal extinctions, stretching back tens of thousands of years. They are the oldest living civilization on the planet, a direct link to a past we can barely imagine. But the land itself held its own secrets. In 1629, the Dutch ship Batavia, loaded with treasure, smashed into the treacherous coral reefs off Western Australia. What followed wasn't a simple story of survival. It was one of the most brutal chapters in human history, filled with mutiny, mass murder, and a desperate rescue mission across a coastline no European had ever mapped. Australia wasn't a gentle paradise. It was a land that demanded respect and punished those who underestimated it. Then everything changed. The year was 1851. Gold was discovered and the world rushed in. Tens of thousands of people poured in from China, America, Europe, and Africa, all chasing a fortune that promised to transform their lives. In less than a decade, small settlements like Melbourne exploded, becoming some of the wealthiest cities on Earth. This gold rush didn't just build fortunes. It forged a new, multicultural identity for a continent still finding its place in the modern world. But Australia has always been a place where nature refuses to sit quietly. This is a land that fights back. Fire has shaped its forests for millennia, not as a destroyer, but as a creator of new life. Biblical floods have reshaped its vast plains, carving new paths for rivers. And then there's the infamous Emu War, yes, a real event where the Australian military was defeated by large, flightless birds. It's a perfect example that here, the wildlife plays by its own set of rules. So, behind every perfect postcard of a sunny beach lies a continent built on survival, ancient, fierce, and utterly breathtaking. Australia isn't just a trip you take. It's a story written across time itself, and that story is still being told today. Thanks for watching, and if you want to see more stories that challenge what you think, make sure to subscribe.